portal to the heart of Prophet ﷺ?
By understanding the reality, then we understand that these associations are designed as portals. That the minute you enter into their association, you have to distinguish and differentiate yourself from your physicality and the reality of your soul. Your physicality thinks it's sitting there and probably doesn't know why it's sitting there. But at the same time your soul is free in the association, and the two of you are not the same. As soon as it enters into this association, the madad of the shaykhs and the authorized representatives, their association is not from here, their association is from a light and a circle above us from these masters. As soon as the associations begin, their lights are emanating. As a result of their lights from budala, nujab, nuqab, awtadul akhyar, jinni wa malaika, 7 categories of saintly souls, that energy from their presence immediately creates a portal in which all the souls of the attendees are entered into that dimension and into that association. And the physical body doesn't even know what's transpiring. The one who's been trained feels it, they feel an energy, they feel a vibration. If they've been trained in their seeing and spiritual seeing, they may see the association, they may feel and witness the energies that are taking place. That is what the circles of zikr were described by Prophet described them as portals. If you see a halaqah of zikr, know that that is a circle from paradise, it was a portal, and that portal is encompassed by angels all the way to Arsh ar-Rahman, is the hadith. That this is a circle of paradise and the angels circumambulate around that circle all the way to the throne of Allah, sending blessings and lifting difficulties. That was a portal. So as soon as they sit in that association or they turn the video on at home, their home becomes that portal.
As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. Inshallah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream, every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Because the home becomes the circle of paradise. As soon as they turn it on, the tajalli of these masters come, the tajalli of the angels come because they're listening for the dhikr, and immediately that becomes a portal under Arsh ar-Rahman, and all their soul is moving in that reality. What do you think is transpiring to your soul and how long is that happening? You could be living lifetimes in that circle and you don't even know it. You don't know what time and what has transpired in that reality, and in that portal of light you have no idea what has happened to you, what dress was given to you, what blessings were sent upon you. Prophet went for Isra wa Miraj, that the story sounds like it was lifetimes. Went to this paradise, you think it happened in 5 seconds? No, Allah described an entire tour of paradises. Then all of those were finished, went into the tour of the Divine Presence, went to Sidratul Muntaha, went to every aspect of paradise. It was not 5 minutes. When you read the hadith it's making it sound like it was fast, it was a lifetime that never ends. And then Sayyidina Aisha describes his body came back and his face was still warm. But that never ended. That miraj never ends, that reality and the dress never end. And the one who enters into that portal is not going into emptiness, they're going into Allah's rahmah and mercy. What type of lights dress them, bless them and eternally dress them. And as a result the physicality is receiving all of these rewards, all of these blessings. It doesn't know how it became blessed. It has no idea how it became blessed, it just knows it is blessed because the soul is now moving into these oceans and to these realities. So no doubt the circles, the khatams, the presence and the associations, everything is about a portal to paradise. And that's why it's asked in last days, all these people who claim to love Allah, why they don't come to the circles and the portals of paradise? If it's Allah you love, why you're not looking for a circle of paradise? Who promised you that if you prayed you had a circle of paradise? But Allah was given a gift to Prophet, if you see the halaqas of zikr, sit, they're a circle from paradise, a portal to paradise. So then the circles, the zikrs, the khatams, the salawats is build your relationship and your love with Prophet. And Prophet described, if you make one salawat upon me, I will come like a portal now and begin to dress you with 10 salawats. So the one whom sits and makes their salawats and their durood, what's happening for them? They're in the presence of the most powerful portal, which is the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. And as a result when they want that portal to open, its blessings to open, then it's their good deeds. They go out, they live a life of service, they do all of these good deeds, all these good actions. Why? So that they can get the nazar. The nazar means that the gaze of the soul is looking upon you. When that gaze comes, it's an entire protection. The one whom is under the gaze of the All Merciful, then this is a gaze and a light of immense power and immense protection, inshaAllah. Allah dress us with His blessings and dress us with His realities, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Does Sayyidina Khidr alayhi salam travel through portals, and what's the reality of Sayyidina Khidr being present throughout time?
That's another good example. The Sayyidina Abbas Khidr is a walking portal, and Allah has given to his reality that he's in the shajara of Naqshbandiyyatul Aliyah, he's in the chain for an immense barakah and blessings of the chain. He's here to bless the chain of Naqshbandiyyatul Aliyah. Because he's a shaykh in the tariqah, then his nazar is continuously upon the tariqah students. And when they try to meditate and contemplate, he's a great support to facilitate that madad. That's why when we say that when you want to meditate, you want to make your madad, that recite the madad, recite the recitation in the names of these holy shaykhs, because they come with an immense power. Anybody who wants to have that energy of that portal in their home, recite the madad. Continuously recite the madad in your home, calling the chain of Naqshbandiyyatul Aliyah. And then Mawlana Sayyidina Abbas Khidr then has an important role in an interdimensional connection. Means the one whom is on earth and trying to connect into the realities of barzakh, then he plays that role to facilitate their connection and to facilitate the conveyance of knowledges reaching towards the Divinely knowledges. And that's why Allah gave that example of Sayyidina Khidr coming up in Surat Al-Kahf. The reality of Surat Al-Kahf, why it was so difficult for Sayyidina Musa is because he was not seen. Sayyidina Khidr was not seen. So all of the transpiring understanding of Sayyidina Musa and meeting with Sayyidina Khidr and then passing, how you could pass if you saw somebody standing there? He's unseen, and the only way to understand that Sayyidina Khidr was there, that there were signs of the reviver and that he had the power to revive the dead. So when Yeshua put his fish and they passed, he said, "What happened to our lunch?" "Oh, I forgot, I put the fish down to prepare for lunch." And it was ajeeb, the fish came to life and jumped into the river. So his meeting with the unseen Shaykh, he realized that was the sign I was looking for, the one who can bring the dead to life. Let's retrace our tracks. And the whole event with Sayyidina Khidr was unseen by anyone, and that's why Nabi Musa had a difficult time. Everything that was happening nobody could see Sayyidina Khidr. And Sayyidina Khidr is also of that reality now, that if the student has good character and that they have their meditation and sincerity, they should be able to connect with the reality of Sayyidina Abbas Khidr, and that his purpose is to facilitate the connection into that realm and facilitate the conveyance of knowledge. So he's a great portal under the Muhammadan haqqaiqs, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Can you please explain Jabal Kaf? Where is it located and function?
InshaAllah, Jabal Kaf is a mountain of power, and that a reality from the reality of the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad, that the power of Qur'an, the power of all these realities that are being talked about, that mountain of reality and the most powerful cave is the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad. So all of what's being taught now of this cave and the conveyance and manifestation is from the reality of Jabal Kaf. That's why it's not talked about and not understood, that those whom are under the dominion of that reality, they are the ones conveying these knowledges, that the heart of Prophet is the most powerful portal, and that the connection and this adherence to the connection is that you're asking to enter into the reality of the qalb. Qaf, Lam, Ba. So you're trying to reach towards the qul, which is immense power. Qaf, Jabal Qaf, Lam, Ba. So that's why then the tariqah is teaching you, come to the people of the Bab. They hold the secret of entering into Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So the knowledges, the realities they're teaching you, these are the ulul albab. So not all awliya have that secret. The ones whom do and conveying that teaching, they're teaching you from the knowledge of the Bab that come to the gatekeeper of this Bab, which was who? Ali Babahu, the Zulfiqar, and the teachings we gave of La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah is the Zulfiqar, is the sword. The kalima is the sword of Prophet, and he gave the Zulfiqar to Imam Ali because that was the naming of, you're my ulul bab, you're the one who will stand guard to this spiritual gate and will sanctify and purify so that nobody can enter into this without you've credentialed them. So wilayat and sainthood must be signed by the gatekeeper, which is Imam